All the way from Oregon, Arizona, and North Carolina, your hosts, Anthony, Tommy, and Theron. It's the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome to the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Anthony. I'm here with my other hosts, Tommy, and of course, T-Money's Theron. Welcome to our WrestleMania Extravaganza episode. Definitely the most exciting, craziest time of the year. So let's get right to it. So on this show, on this episode of the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast, we're talking about the ultimate thrill ride, WrestleMania. We're going to recap the card, talk about the feuds that led up to the matches. We're going to talk about the Hall of Fame, and of course, we're going to make our predictions and picks. We've got some more of Theron's soapbox as well as a question of the day. So sit back and hang out with your favorite pro wrestling bros. How you guys doing?
Doing good, man. It's our 4th annual WrestleMania show, dude. I can't believe it.
Yeah, 4th time. Theron, how you feeling? How's North Carolina treating you? T-Money's is apparently not alive.
He's passed out in the green room, and he's very excited.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was on mute. My bad. I was talking to no one. I'm doing great. Like I was saying on mute, the sun's out, and it's WrestleMania season. I'm super excited for that. North Carolina's dope, man. 4 seasons. Holla, holla.
It's Teddy Long.
That is Teddy Long. Yep.
Well, hey, one thing I want to say just quickly here, our social media, we've been on top of this, and we're doing some new strategies here and there. A lot of gifs or gifs, however you want to pronounce it. We're also doing some.
If you pronounce it as GIFs, I'll punch you in the face.
You say it's gifs?
If someone says GIFs, I'll punch them in the face.
So wait, is it not GIFs? Why is it not GIFs? Because GIFs are peanut butter?
Well, I like the maker, the person who made GIFs, they want it pronounced as GIFs, but I just go against that. It's just the principle of the thing.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a G, and the G's not like a silent J, like jogging.
Exactly.
Well, those quick little animated clips that loop themselves over and over. We've been doing a lot of that. And I just want to say, hey, give us some love on social media. Let us hear from you. You can mention us or you can tweet to us. It's at brosbefore. That's the number 4 elbows. We'll pop right up. Check out our Twitter feed. Check out our podcast. You can subscribe on iTunes. You can also, real quick, you can also go to Podbean. Yeah, you can go to your app store or whatever. You can download the Podbean app, and you can search for Bros Before, and boom, it'll just pop right up. You put that number 4 in after the B, bang, baby, it's right there. You can subscribe that way too, so you can get notifications. It'll let you know when the show is up and going. But either way, subscribe to us. Check us out on Podbean, iTunes. Tweet us. Check us out on Facebook. That's what I got to say.
Don't forget about YouTube. Got over 40 videos on there.
Yeah. Our archive is on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, show us some love. Like, we're out here dropping all these mad gifts and atting people. More to come. Stay tuned. It's exciting times.
Well, let's dive right into this throw ride here. Let's buckle our seatbelts in and get ready to get cranked up to the top level, and then we'll plummet downward into the.
What WrestleMania is this, by the way? Because they don't have a number. It's just called WrestleMania: The Ultimate Thrill Ride. So are they done with the yearly number? Is it like 35?
33?
No, it's 33. You went to your time machine 2 years in the future, sir.
Because they're calling it the Ultimate Thrill Ride. There's no number behind it anymore. It just says WrestleMania.
I think they're just trying to tie it because it's in Orlando and they got all those theme parks down there. They're trying to really embed themselves into that and really
Do you
push
think
that
that
tagline.
WrestleMania is as cool as Magic Mountain? I don't.
I heard the set's gonna have an actual roller coaster or something on there.
What
The ramp is also like
8 feet tall or something.
no, dude, it's like 30 feet high and like 7 miles long.
That is sick. 7 miles of entrance. Rusev, I
let's
wish you were there
check
so
your
you
map
could come
on
out on the tank. But he's not there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long it takes every entrant to actually get down into the ring. But yeah, it's
Wait,
gonna be fun.
the show's gonna
It'll
be
be
like
interesting to see
7
the
hours.
entrances.
Oh yeah, no, the entrances are always good, but yeah, the whole show is slated to be 7 hours.
That's just WrestleMania, or that's with the pre-show?
I think that's with the pre-show
Okay.
because last year it was like
there's
5
13
hours.
matches.
Oh my, including the pre-show though, right?
No,
No.
No.
I don't think so.
That's 13
Yeah.
matches on WrestleMania alone. Wow.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah,
pre-show though,
including
let's
pre-show
let's jump into this real quick. The pre-show, so they're putting the women's match, the SmackDown women's match.
Wait. Let me check everyone's height first to see if we're working on the ultimate for everybody. Can we ask the question of the day first?
Oh yeah, totally. Let's make sure everybody is able to ride this ride here. So here's the question of the day: in an ideal scenario, what match is the real main event / show closer at WrestleMania 33? Is it Wyatt Orton, Rollins Triple H, Shane AJ, Taker Reigns, or other? What do you think?
Yeah, let that meander in your brain, and then we'll come back to that at the end of the show and close the show with that.
Straight up. So back to this women's match here. So the women's SmackDown or women's title SmackDown roster. Do we know what kind of match it is? Do we know if it's like a elimination? Do we know if it's over the top? Do we know if it's gauntlet? Does anybody know?
It says on according to Wikipedia, it says a 6-pack challenge.
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't know. Is that like an elimination match? I think it's like when they start out 1-on-1, and then whoever gets eliminated, then someone else comes out, and they keep going until it's all done.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a gauntlet kind of, I guess.
So ultimately, so just for clarification, so let's say Bliss is out first and Becky's out second. I'm just throwing out different random people. Bliss gets pinned, then Bliss obviously loses the title, and we're guaranteed a new champion because the other folks.
The worst scenario for the champion, whoever it's kind of like the luck of the draw. Whoever starts first kind of has like a disadvantage, and whoever comes in last is kind of like at an advantage.
Got it. Okay, Theron, what do you think about the match? Is Theron on mute again? Damn it, Theron! Put your iced tea down, dude. What are you doing?
I'm trying to. I don't know. Is he? Yeah, he's off.
Oh my gosh, what is? T Money's going rogue.
Not hear me?
You are going rogue, dude.
Can you not hear me?
No, man.
We can hear you now.
You could. I was talking the whole time. Can you hear me right now?
Yeah, man, we can hear you.
Yeah.
That's weird. Anyway, as far as that match goes, I thought it was like a 6-way like death match to whoever pinned whoever first, but that would never work. So I'm cool with the gauntlet match. We do have to remember that it is an open challenge to anyone available on the roster. So there could still be people left to join the match. Like maybe Tamina Snuka could come back, or Eva Marie, but I just read that I think she's done with WWE, so heartbreak to people like myself who love All Red Everything and everything she stands for. I don't know. I just hope that Naomi doesn't win.
Okay.
That could be racist. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's not. It's not.
It's called black and black crime, man.
No, it's not. I mean, she might be one of the more talented wrestlers as far as, I guess, if we had to pick them all, but I'd rather see like Becky Lynch win or Alexa Bliss just retain her title because I don't know. I think she's awesome. But you know, Becky Lynch could win. Who else is in that match? Natalya? Nah. It'll be a good match, I'm sure.
All right.
How about that?
Well, moving on to the pre-show, there's also the cruiserweight match, which is
Yes.
I'm super excited for this. Austin Aries versus Adrian Neville for the cruiserweight championship. Tommy, what are your thoughts on this match?
Man, it's still the purple ropes, man. It's still the cruiserweights. It's still like the little kids' table with like the plastic cups and like shorter than everyone else. No pun intended. But I mean, I think that's a great match, but I don't think it's just not going to give him enough time. It's on the pre-show, so I don't know how much people will be watching. It's a part of a 13 match card for WrestleMania, so I just don't know how much love it's going to get. I'm like, on paper it's going to be good, but if it's only like 5 or 6 minutes, like, I don't know. I don't know how hype we can get for it, but yeah, I mean, I'm not really been following the storyline either. So have they been building it good?
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
what do you guys
Austin
think?
Aries is the man. Theron, what do you think?
Have you no respect for the greatest man that ever lived in Austin Aries? Like,
Man, I like TNA
No.
Austin Aries, but I don't know about WWE Austin Aries, Purple Ropes Austin Aries.
they're just building him up to go and have a. I don't know. He might stay in the cruiserweight forever, which is a waste of his talent. But I think he's better. He's a bet. It would either be him or Jack Gallagher. I wouldn't want to see Neville versus like Roderick Strong or that other dude from Baltimore who doesn't have a northeastern accent at all. But I can't remember his name.
You talking about Rich Swann?
That's his name. Yeah, no, wouldn't want to see him. I think that this cruiserweight title match could be one of the matches of the night, just because Austin Aries is super talented and Neville's super talented. So you're probably right. It probably won't get enough time, but I'm hyped for that match. That's going to probably be a good match. That's probably the only reason I'll watch the pre-show. I never watched the pre-show.
Okay, well, that's good feedback. I feel the same way. I don't really give two beans about the pre-show, but knowing that Austin Aries is going to be in it, and that's going to be his WrestleMania time, like, that's pretty sick. I'm going to watch it because of that. Now, they're probably only going to get, just like Tommy mentioned, about 4 or 5 minutes, but that just means they have to hype it really quick. So
That might be the main event of the pre-show, though.
well, there's also the Raw Tag Titles ladder match.
Boo.
Yeah, we could just skip over that. I just want the club to win. Here's what I'm going to say about that, and we don't even have to talk about it, is all I want is for Finn Balor to come out and to, like, wreck shop and for the club to, like, really be the club. To have
Wait.
Anderson and Finn together, two sweeting each other in a WWE ring at WrestleMania would just really bring joy to my heart.
They've been too sweeting at house shows. They've been too sweeting at house shows.
Dude, that's legit, dude. Those two, because those are the two dudes that, like, formed it, dude. So OG
Anderson
members,
is the
bro.
shorter one.
Yeah, Anderson's the shorter one.
It wasn't Anderson. It was Balor and Triple H. They were the ones doing the two sweet at house shows. I'm sorry,
Oh, okay. But either way.
but still, they're testing it out.
You just get this thought out before I forget it. What if they put what if Balor runs in on Triple H and Rollins and lines himself with Triple H?
What if Samoa Joe runs in on Triple H and Rollins, and Balor runs in also and aligns himself with Rollins? Wait, what?
What if Rollins aligns himself with Rollins?
Oh no, that's what he's already doing though. We gotta wait till later. We gotta wait to get to that later. But that's a good thought. What if Balor does run out and align himself with Triple H? That'd be crazy.
Well, let's move forward here. So past the pre-show, now we're getting into the Hall of Fame. So WWE Hall of Fame 2017. I'm gonna read off, and I take it this is a current list of who is the inductees, or at least the most notable ones. Kurt Angle, the Rock and Roll Express, which was badass that they were a part of one of the Broken Broken Hardy's video things. That was freaking amazing, dude. That was so sick. Teddy Long, DDP, it's got to be DDP, and then Ravishing Rick Rude.
Oops, I forgot about
Glamazon. Yeah, Beth Phoenix.
Beth Phoenix.
Glamazon. I just remember that. So what do we think about that, guys? I think that's rad. I think that's a really good lineup.
The hypest Hall of Fame. I mean, there's probably been hyper ones, but for whatever reason, I'm just partial to this one. You got the Milkman, Kurt Angle. I remember the Rock and Roll Express from back in the day. You got the Godfather, Teddy Long. Like, Teddy Long goes back years. And then you got Self High Five DDP. And you got my man Ravishing Rick Rude. Like, I'm hyped for that. I probably won't watch it, but I'm still hyped for it.
Is Karl Malone gonna be the guy who reads for Diamond Dallas Page?
It's actually gonna be Eric Bischoff.
Oh, okay.
I'll take Eric Bischoff. I think he's cool.
What was it? Okay, I have a question I want to pose for the roundtable. Like, what's your favorite? One of your favorite moments from one of the inductees? Like, what's your favorite Kurt Angle moment, or what's your favorite DDP moment, or what's your favorite like Rick Rude moment?
Ravishing Rick Rude winning the WCW United States Championship from Sting as a member of the Dangerous Alliance. I don't know if he was in the name. I think he was in the Alliance by then. If he wasn't, I'm sorry, but he definitely won the title from Sting.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I think
I
one of
like
my
DDP, man. I used to be a DDP mark.
I
So
love DDP. I was gonna say, dude, DDP was like my jam, dude. So I'm just excited. I don't. I can't have like a favorite moment. I can't. Not that I can't have a favorite moment. I just can't think of a.
What about
favorite
when
moment.
he was supposed to join the NWO and he like took his shirt off and he had their shirt on and then he like high five Scott Hall and he like pulled him in and diamond cutted him? No.
Didn't he like diamond cutter him and then he diamond cuttered Nash?
I don't know if I don't remember. It's on that video's been played a lot lately. I know he diamond cutted Hall. I don't remember what happened to Nash. I know he like ran out of the ring and like dove in the crowd and everybody went crazy for it. But yeah,
Dude, the diamond cutter was such a slow move when you think about it. It wasn't like
is.
quick like an RKO or like a fast like a stunner. It was like this slow, drawn out,
RKO.
sluggish RKO. Yeah, but it was devastating though, dude.
He always hit out of nowhere, man.
And it was the original out of nowhere.
It was the original out of nowhere, yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I think I'm just gonna throw this in here. One of my favorite things of Kurt Angle was watching him try to throw Shane through that backlash sign, and then Shane just bonking on his head, and then having to go through it again. Like that was just pretty. I don't know. Just imagine being Kurt Angle, like, oh shoot, dude. How was it supposed to happen, dude? Do it
I'm
again.
gonna have to go watch that video now on YouTube just to see.
It's pretty gnarly, man. Like Shane takes some gnarly bumps.
Shane does take some pretty nasty bumps.
Another crazy Kurt Angle. It's not even from when he was with WWE's, but when he debuted with TNA, and he had a feud with Samoa Joe, like in I don't know, like 2006, 2007, and they did like a cage match between Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle, and they're like both like in their primes. I think it's on YouTube somewhere. I watched it like a couple of years ago, just like randomly, like on a YouTube like wormhole. But that's a really good like feud, Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe in TNA.
Yeah, true.
I'm gonna write some stuff down here because I think this would be good for putting on our Facebook page and tweeting out some of our favorite moments. So if we can find these videos, that would be cool.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, especially because the Hall of Fame's on Friday this year.
Yeah,
they do it on Saturday night, but they switched it up because NXT's on Saturday and then Hall of Fame's on Friday.
You were saying that was Samoa Joe cage match?
Yeah, versus Kurt Angle.
Okay. And then Theron, you were talking about ravishing Rick Rude in the Dangerous Alliance.
Yep.
See if we can find something on that. And then, of course, I just want to see DDP out of nowhere. But heck yeah, cool, man. So I don't really know much about Beth Phoenix.
Neither do I.
Yeah, so cool, good.
Yeah,
Glad that she's in, but all right, rad. Don't know much. Teddy
She's
Long,
married
I
to
just know
Edge.
he said playa a lot. What's up, playa?
He did say playa quite often.
He made a lot of tag matches for no reason.
All I remember is what's his face, Zack Ryder losing it for Team SmackDown at a WrestleMania.
Oh my gosh!
He got kicked at the junk. Yeah.
I found the Shane McMahon video.
It's pretty brutal, dude.
Yeah, he dropped him on his freaking head.
Yeah, dude.
Unintentionally.
We'll tweet that link out. We'll tweet that out and see what people think about some of these moments. Let's jump into the card here real quick because we're gonna spend some ample time on this. So we're gonna read off the match card and we'll recap a little bit as to how we even got here to some of these to these matches. Let's pull that up. Tommy, do you have the match card pulled up?
Yeah, it's on the outline.
Oh,
so,
here we go.
Would it go number one?
Yeah, let's hit up number one. Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Natalya, Mickie James, and Carmella with Ellsworth versus Naomi. This was the pre-show, though, right?
That's still the pre-show, but so we don't want to preview these because we already kind of like talked about them.
Yeah, everybody knows We'll,
How do we
we'll
get
just,
here?
yeah, we'll just do it real quick. Naomi got hurt, couldn't defend the title, had to relinquish it. Alexa Bliss gets the title back, but has to defend it. Now everybody's available to kick the crap out of her and dethrone her. Boom.
Pretty much, boom.
Neville versus Austin Aries. Austin Aries was commentator. Always told told the crowd his favorite technique for winning matches was sticking his thumb in people's eyes, which I think was great. He was a fantastic journalist. And push comes to shove, he is medically cleared because his orbital socket got blown open by Shinsuke Nakamura. And now he's ready to fight, and he's ready to fight Neville. So that's how we got there.
Well, how about let me ask Theron, how did Neville? Do you remember how Neville became champion?
He beat Rich Swann.
That he did.
He came back. He was injured for a while. He came back and joined the cruiserweight division. I think when he first came back, they thought he was going to be a face, and then he just like turned on Rich Swann, or he turned on somebody. He turned on somebody that thought he was cool. It was Rich Swann. Yeah,
gotcha. Okay.
Like kicked him in the head, just like beat him up, and then said he was the king of the cruiserweights, and that's why he's the Neville he is now.
Yeah, he's like really troll looking. He's like a trolly man.
Yeah, he is. You're right. He does look like a troll.
But he's so mean. It's perfect though. I'm not trying to bash on him. I know he'd kick my ass.
That's great analysis.
He's an angry little troll.
Dude, but he's good. He's good at what he does, man. I'm not hating. I ain't hating Neville. Just you look like a troll, bro. It's all right.
What's the third match?
The 2017 Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Let me wait. Before we get there, I could read there's 30 members this year. I could read all 30 members.
Yeah, dude, blast it off, bro.
Are there any surprise members? No.
Okay, ready to write it down. Listen, okay. First, you got Mojo Rawley, Apollo Crews, Big Show, Kurt Hawkins, Braun Strowman, Goldust, R-Truth, Primo, Epico, Curtis Axel, Bo Dallas, Jinder Mahal, Sami Zayn, Fandango, Tyler Breeze, Dolph Ziggler, Rhino, Heath Slater, Jason Jordan, Chad Gable, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Mark Henry, Sin Cara, Titus O'Neil, Connor, Victor, Kalisto, Aiden English, and Simon Gotch. That's it, man.
How did we get here? Well, we needed people to be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
How the hell did we get here? We just woke up on the floor of someone's apartment.
These people had no direction. Well, some of them did, as in Braun Strowman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How did we get here? Like half of those are tag teams. They were like, "Hey, SmackDown Tag Team Division, we don't really know what we're gonna do with y'all, so we're gonna take the titles off American Alpha, put them on the Usos, and then put all of you in the Battle Royal."
Yeah.
That Braun Strowman will probably win.
I mean, if Braun Strowman doesn't win, man, that'd be like one of the biggest upsets in WrestleMania history, I think.
If he doesn't win?
Yeah, if he does not win.
I hope he does not win. Dude, I want Mojo Rawley to win, but we'll get into our predictions.
Of course you want Mojo Rawley to win.
Of course you would want that. That's horrible. Horrible take.
What are you talking about, dude? Mojo's great, dude.
Oh, God.
Great for what?
What? You guys really aren't behind Mojo?
No.
Why not, dude? He's hyped.
Because his best friend is Rob Gronkowski, and Rob Gronkowski with the U of A. That's not the reason.
Like the 4-year history of this show is one of the worst opinions ever.
Oh my God. The microphone. No way, dude. Oh man, Mojo, if you're listening, I'm hyped, bro. I'm hyped.
Oh my God.
I'm hyped. I'm gonna stay hyped.
On him. Oh my goodness. Mojo Rawley as the winner of the Battle Royal.
Dude, he's man, whatever, dude. He's holding himself in the singles realm, dude. He's getting people are liking him.
All right, we'll hold that prediction, that bold prediction, until the second half of the show. So tune in later.
All right, next that we have on here, number 4, Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin. I really like how this came to be. Corbin stepping up the game, talking smack, great with his promos. And, you know, I think it's appropriate that Ambrose is the title holder for the Intercontinental. But, again, we're not going to get into the predictions of it. But how we got here was Baron Corbin's a badass. And he's picking a fight with one of the biggest dudes in the room.
Pretty much. I think this is one of the better built feuds on the card, maybe.
I think so. Theron, what do you think?
Definitely one of the better built feuds at WrestleMania. There's a lot of story behind it. Dean Ambrose, Intercontinental Champion, in the Elimination Chamber. He screws Baron Corbin out of what he thought was his destiny to become WWE Champion. That then makes Baron Corbin want revenge and the Intercontinental Championship, and also gives Baron Corbin a chance to have his first singles title. So I think it's a dope story.
Cool.
And if it's a forklift match, that'd be awesome too. But I don't think they added that stipulation.
Dude, that could have gone so terribly wrong if Corbin were to like hit that lever just one more time. That would have smashed freaking Ambrose, dude.
Yeah, he could have. Yeah, that could have been really.
That man
really
could have died, dude.
Ambrose hasn't really been on television since that, or has he been on one of the last two SmackDowns? Yeah, he has.
Yeah,
he came out and gave Dirty Deeds and.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to that, man. That's gonna be a good match. Next one we have. This is also another pre-show. We'll briefly touch on it. Gallows and Anderson, Enzo, Big Cass, Cesaro, and Sheamus in a ladder match. Sheamus not having very good luck with ladders. His brain got split open, which is really gross. I didn't see it actually happen, but I saw a bunch of Instagram pics and stuff of his brain being surgically repaired. Side note, it wasn't his brain, but his his forehead split open. It's pretty gross. But yeah, so this came to be because, well, if you're the Raw Tag Champs, gotta defend it. And who else but to have Sheamus and Cesaro and freaking Enzo and Cass to defend or to fight for this title. We got here because, hell, why not? It's Raw's formula to put Sheamus versus Randy Orton for the 9 millionth time.
I just want to see how Enzo, if he's going to get killed in this match, because it's a ladder match and he's the smallest dude in there by far.
He gets killed a lot.
Yeah, so let's hope he doesn't die.
How did we get to this match? You already said that, right?
Kind of. What's your take on it?
Those are the three hottest tag teams on the Raw roster.
Only.
As a very small tag team division. It is though. Yeah, because New Day is the host, so they're not in the picture.
F
for
New
reason.
Day, dude.
Okay.
Come on, that's a low blow.
Let's stop throwing shots about people because they're.
Oh wow!
What?
Wow.
Might want to edit that part out.
Hey, listen. No, we're not going to go there. Anyway, well, it started off because Cesaro and Sheamus, they wanted their rematch or whatever. Then Enzo and Cass won like a number one contenders match, and then they went back and forth with that, and they're like, we'll just put all of you in a match, which I don't know. I don't really know who I want to see win. Yeah, the ladder match makes it more entertaining, but it's on the pre-show, so it's like.
So again, you're only gonna get 7 minutes.
I think that might be the main event of the pre-show, though.
It probably will be the main event because it's the Raw tag team titles. Raw is supposed to be the brand, even though I disagree. I think SmackDown's taking that role, but yeah, do y'all think? Well, I guess we're waiting on predictions. I don't know. Yeah, it should be a good match. There should be some good spots. If you think about people in it, should see some cool stuff. Hopefully.
All right, we're halfway through the card.
Yeah, halfway through the card here. Next match: Bayley, Charlotte, Sasha Banks, Nia Jax, 4-way dance of death for the Raw Women's Championship.
It's an elimination match.
Oh, it is.
That makes it interesting. Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
Okay.
So Bayley could lose first and no longer be champion.
I think they're probably going to get rid of Nia first, but
really, the biggest one?
Yeah, the biggest one. I don't think so, man.
I think so. Get her out of the way.
I think Sasha might go down first, even if she's not my favorite diva.
She could go down first, and then that is what's going to cause her to go heel because Bayley's going to pin her somehow.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I don't know. She's supposed to become a heel. I think that match is going to be dope.
How did we get to it?
Yeah, how did we get here?
Everybody wants to be the women's champion. There's so much talent on the Raw roster. and everyone wants to be the top dog, so they're all gunning for Bailey. So first, I think was it Charlotte first. It was Bailey versus Charlotte,
Correct. Yeah.
and then Sasha was the friend, and like there was some cheating going on from Sasha. Um, and then
she had to pin Bailey to get into the match on one.
yeah, so then
Raw,
they
I
made
think,
a
yeah.
match, which was supposed to probably build up some animosity. It didn't. She got in the match. It's like the slow setup of what could be a Sasha Banks heel turn. Like she's taking little shots, like, yeah, you're my friend, but I'm gonna pin you. And then Nia Jax's just in the match because she's the big badass, and she thinks that she's the best woman on the roster. And then Charlotte, she could be the 5-time women's champion, and that would be in a period of 1 year, ish. So like that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
In like a year and a half. I don't know if she's counting 5. Is that 5 women's championships as the women's title, or is that with the Divas title also?
I think that's 5. Yeah, she's rolling them both in there. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
still crazy because she's only been on the main roster for like 2 years. So I
But
think
if
it'll
you
be a
win
good match.
5 times, it means you lost 5 times.
That's also true, but Ric Flair lost 17 times. So I think they're trying to, build her up.
Okay,
So,
fair enough.
it'll be
Next
a good
match we
match.
have is Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. They were best friends. Kevin Owens says they weren't best friends. Kevin was just using Chris as a crutch to win his matches and to retain the Universal Championship all throughout his tenure of having the championship. So now we get our match.
I mean, this is probably, if you had to rank like the builds for all 13 matches, this might be like number 1 or number 2, because it's been like a feud or a friendship, and then a feud that's been boiling over for like 6 or 7 months now. So I like it, man. I like how we got here.
Okay, Theron, what do you think?
I like it. I would have liked it even more if y'all's predictions from a couple shows ago with like title for title would have came through, but I think it's still good with the U.S. title on the line because that is the second title in the Raw division or the Raw brand is the U.S. Championship, and I like those two working together or against each other. Jericho's still a really good performer. KO's a great performer, so I think it's going to be a dope match. I hope they get enough time, and I'm excited to see how it finishes. I think we all know, but yeah, it'll be
Okay.
good.
Yeah, there
I
could
don't
always
know,
be
man.
some
I think,
surprises.
it can go either way. Yeah, but
It could because Jericho might stick around. He might leave. It's up in the air. Who knows?
Next match we have is John Cena, Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice in a mixed tag match.
So who's going first?
we get no, I think this is really built pretty well too. I mean, yeah, it didn't really make sense at the time because you're using John Cena, like one of your biggest, probably one of the biggest stars, like the face of the company, in like a random throwaway match. But the way they built the feud and the way Miz's heel work is done, like really boosted up John Cena in this. So I'm kind of excited, and they tied back in like that WrestleMania 27 when Miz and John Cena main evented it with The Rock as the special enforcer or whatever, the host. So it's kind of weaved everything back together. They weaved a lot of different like behind the scenes stuff into a real wrestling storyline, which kind of usually doesn't work or works. And this time, I think they hit a home run with it.
I think their little show that they did with the Total Bellas was absolutely hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Got super serious at the end, and then the promo that John Cena cut on SmackDown was vicious.
Oh, that was fire, man! Yeah.
Savage, dude. He freaking calls Miz, calls him another name for a cat, dude. and they can't say that on Heat. Can't say the P word on SmackDown, bro.
That is what he said. I was wondering if he called him something else, but he did use the P word.
He did, dude. He straight up called Miz that word, dude. Can't say it on our show, but
that I was not excited for this match about 3 weeks ago. I didn't even watch the first Total Bellas BS. Like I watched it, but I was like, this is still boring. But then I watched today. Actually, I watched the last one that they did where like they got like, and I was just like, okay. And then John Cena comes out and just fuego promo. I was like, whoa, I didn't know John Cena had that in him. Like, I'm used to like fruity pebble lines and stuff, and he just was going in. And I was like, immediately immersed in this match, and I don't know why, because the match probably won't even be anything but, you know, it could be good. It'll probably be a squash match. I mean, Maurice hasn't wrestled in forever.
Yeah.
You know, but the underlying of the story, because like you're watching these skits and you're like, I wonder how much of this is real. Does John Cena really have rules in his house? Are they really just like a TV show couple? Are they gonna get married? What's really going on behind the scenes in the WWE? Like, because obviously the Miz and Maurice probably know. You know,
Yeah.
they all hang out together. So I think it's gonna be a really good match. I may or may not have more thoughts on it later. We'll see.
Okay. Well, let's try to plow through this fairly quickly here before we jump to a little commercial, which I'm just going to do a quick plug here, by the way. You can find us on YouTube, of course, Bros Before Elbows. That's what you're listening to. And you can find us on Twitter, at Bros Before, the number 4, Elbows. You can also find us on iTunes. Subscribe, and you'll always be updated when the new shows come out. And, of course, we do have a Facebook page. Same thing. Just search Bros, B-R-O-S, Before, the number 4, so B and 4. Elbows, boom, we'll pop right up. Check out our Facebook page, give us a like, give us a comment, and share it and all that good stuff. But yeah, so Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles.
How did we get here?
AJ Styles feels disrespected. He's pretty pissed off that Orton can light another man's house on fire. Excuse me. Yeah, Orton can do whatever he wants. Other wrestlers can do whatever they want, but AJ Styles gets disrespected. He's pissed off that Ellsworth, got over so quick, and basically just feels that Shane and the company has been purposely making it harder for him to be respected, and so AJ was upset that he didn't have a match booked for WrestleMania. And so Shane said, fine, man. You want a match? I'll be your match. Another cool thing, though, which I thought was great, this SmackDown before, man, SmackDown totally redeemed Raw as far as a show to build up your biggest event. SmackDown this week.
Go-home show, yeah.
Oh, my God. Perfect, dude. Shane cuts an amazing promo about how truly that Shane McMahon is the gatekeeper of bringing out the best in wrestlers' performances. And he just lists off everybody that he's fought. And just the dynamic between him and AJ, because Shane is very diplomatic and basically praising AJ, telling him, dude, you are one of the best. Absolutely one of the best. We're so glad that you're here. But if you're going to fight me, I'm going to bring it to you. And I'm going to make it so that way you have to give me your best. Absolutely. And then AJ's dynamic super, super well. But long story short, we got here because AJ felt disrespected, wanted a match. Now he gets a match. Boom.
In the interest of fairness to AJ Styles, there's no disrespect to AJ Styles in this match. I've been so uninterested until, again, SmackDown, like you guys said, brought it home. Like, Raw was just flat, but we're going to save that for another time. Like, Raw just wasn't as exciting, except for a couple of promos. SmackDown was like promos all the way through to just get you excited. And they opened with this contract signing, and Shane did, in fact, do everything you said. And that made me interested, because then I'm like, okay, so yeah, let's think about it. Shane McMahon a year ago dove off the top of a Hell in a Cell through a table, not through a person and a table, but through a table. So then it's like, what can they do with AJ Styles and Shane McMahon in the ring? Because Shane will like risk his life for the company. A couple months ago, he got like concussed by Roman Reigns because he tried to do that swan song dropkick dive across the ring and he got speared in midair. And people are talking about that. So think about AJ Styles, who could in fact be perhaps one of the most, if not the most gifted, talented, versatile wrestler in all of WWE right now. Um, so I feel like this match is going to surprise a lot of people. We're going to see some stuff that we didn't think we would see. I'm excited for it. And plus, you know, no matter who wins, AJ Styles is still going to be relevant. You know, I think it's funny that he didn't have a match. I was like, you really are going to keep the phenomenal one off the card? But who else would he have wrestled on SmackDown? Let's be honest. Nobody. If he's not wrestling for the title, right?
That's true.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting clash of styles. No pun intended, but because like Theron said, like AJ Styles probably pound for pound the best wrestler right now going in WWE or anywhere today, as far as pure like skills in the air, on the ground, in the ring, and everywhere. And then there's Shane, who has like the high risk brawling style. So it's like, how's those two styles? How are those two types of wrestling gonna mesh on WrestleMania? So I'm kind of excited for that.
I'm excited for some phantom punches.
Yeah. Phantom punches. And keep in mind, or this is just a little tidbit, they wanted this spot to go to Shawn Michaels. They wanted Shawn Michaels to wrestle AJ Styles.
No. Stupid.
He turned it down. He didn't want to wrestle.
Good, because he's decrepit.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he didn't want
He's
to wrestle.
old.
So is Shane McMahon, but
Speaking of decrepit and old, let's talk about The Undertaker.
Oh my God! Next match, Undertaker versus Roman Reigns. I lost my hat.
He looks sickly. How did we get here? We got here because, and I don't think anything happened before the Royal Rumble,
Dude.
but at the Royal Rumble, Roman Reigns eliminates the Dead Man. The same Dead Man who said that he came back, I think, to SmackDown and said something about he didn't care about WrestleMania anymore. He was going to be digging holes and taking souls and blah, 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 blah. And then Roman Reigns, of course, eliminates him, which probably made a lot of people happy and pissed a lot of people off at the same time. But The Undertaker is so old now. Like, he just, I don't know. It's not like, I don't know. So this match is probably done to try to boost Roman Reigns, but I'm not excited for it. I think The Undertaker could die, to be honest with you. Roman Reigns is a phenomenal athlete, man. I know that people don't like him, but when he's in the ring, he does some pretty crazy stuff. Like, he can really hurt someone. And The Undertaker's already hurt, and they haven't even wrestled yet. Like,
Oh my God, dude. Oh man, will we witness a murder at WrestleMania 33?
He's already hurt. As in, like, they're like, is he going to retire? No, we don't know yet, but he's already injured and he hasn't even fought. He's already in pain. All he's done is come out and do like 2 choke slams.
All right. Real quick, here's what's going to happen. Okay. Undertaker says he's going to retire, and then a month later, we're going to see him at UFC, whatever UFC number it's at, and he's going to fight Conor McGregor, and he's going to take his title, dude. It's going to be sick.
I think UFC would lose all credibility. People would think it was fake.
Oh man, yeah, Undertaker. I don't know. He aged like 50 years since like Royal Rumble, man, and he was already old. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. Yeah, I think. But the good thing about this, the only thing, the silver lining is that they made me root for Roman Reigns. Because I don't want to see the Undertaker win anymore at WrestleMania. I just can't. I can't believe. I just want to see it. I kind of want to see him get his ass kicked because he's that old like drunk uncle at the barbecue trying to fight the toughest guy at the barbecue.
Are we doing potato sack races? I'm gonna beat everyone.
Who did he? That is him. Who did he wrestle last year? See, you guys don't even remember. Oh, Shane McMahon.
Shane McMahon. And that match wasn't even good.
It wasn't.
It was so long and
slow.
So long and slow.
But it wasn't slow because of Shane McMahon, was it?
No, I think it was slow because of Undertaker. And Shane McMahon's coming off like a 7-year layoff.
Exactly. Like, what?
Oh, yeah, I don't know how he's going to keep up with Roman Reigns on Sunday. That should be interesting.
I don't think he's going to be able to. Oh, man. This could just be really bad.
Well, we'll find out. Next match, Seth Rollins versus Triple H. Speaking of injuries and people that are trying to fight with hanging on by needle and thread, Rollins and Triple H. We got here because Rollins was Triple H poster child. And, of course, Rollins breaking up the Shield, which pissed a lot of people off. And a lot of funny NBA memes came from that, which I thought was really great when they, paste their heads on the Shield turn, which I thought was really, really great. So Seth Rollins basically is out for redemption, as he mentioned during the contract signing with Triple H, that he is doing this to redeem himself, thinking that if he had aligned himself with Triple H, that he would really be soaking in the accolades and the power and the pride and the never-ending thirst for praise. But turns out that Rollins has turned a new leaf, and that he's trying to make himself a new man. So, of course, Triple H, being Triple H, is not going to turn down a big fight, especially against somebody whom he says he created. So now we are here with a very questionable outcome as to really what's going to happen between Triple H and Seth Rollins. So that's how we got it.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty crazy. All right, so let's move on here because we're kind of.
Wait. You're not gonna just walk past that like that. Like this isn't the coolest thing. One of the coolest things on Raw. You can't just squeak past the game versus the future. The only question I have is how hurt is Seth Rollins going into this match? Is his knee really messed up? Is that all for play? Is he really risking his career? Unsanctioned means like what? Like the crowd's gonna be there. Triple H gonna come out in his wrestling trunks, or is he gonna come out in like his jeans and his t-shirt? Like, is there gonna be a referee?
Yeah, that's true. What does that mean?
Yeah, that's good questions. Yeah, these are great questions.
I think it's a good match. I think they, unfortunately, due to Seth's injury, can't do what they want to do with it. I'm kind of fearful for Rollins because I like him. But if he really is hurt, he could really be putting his career in more jeopardy. He could end up being like someone that just fades into obscurity because the Universal title picture is going to be pretty full. And I'm pretty sure it's going to involve a lot of Roman Reigns and some other people. And so I think this is going to be a good match. I just don't know if Seth Rollins is. It really can make or break his career. And that's unfortunate because he's pretty dope. Let me ask you this. Do you like him more as a heel or a face?
I'm coming around to face Rollins, man. I think he was such like a heel for a long time, and then like after the Shield, even most of the Shield's run, they were heels too as well, and then he went right into being a heel after the Shield broke up. So I'm just kind of digging that. I think he's that talented. I mean, he's the kind of the future where he can play both roles. Where so I'm kind of digging face Rollins right now.
Yeah, me too.
I'm digging it. I'm digging face Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we'll squeak past into the Bray Wyatt land versus Randy Orton. So Rumble happens, and Orton wins Rumble, which I didn't really think was going to happen, but it did. But what was confusing, or so the story played out, Orton was part of the Wyatt family. So Orton was like, dude, I can't fight you. You're my master. I kneel down to you, Bray. But then in a crazy twist and turn of events, Orton is at Bray's home, or Sister Abigail's burial place. And Orton basically says, hey, man, I'm no longer your servant because I have become the master, or some way of shaping those words. And so Orton is like, I'm going to fight you now, which punks AJ. That's it. Hands down. I got to throw that in there. AJ Styles gets slapped in the face by Orton's snake. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. And so now Orton is going to be fighting Bray Wyatt. And that's how it came to be. Orton said, I can't fight you. But then he said, I'm going to fight you. So they're going to fight each other.
Theron, thoughts?
I'm having... I feel like they're trying to recreate Orton of old, like Orton RKO Stephanie McMahon, or Orton... I don't know, all the weird, messed up stuff he did back in like the later part of the 2000s. I I don't know how I feel about this match. I'm not that excited. I like Bray Wyatt. I think he is. It's about time he's the champion. I don't think he's going to lose. I don't even know who's the good guy and who's the bad guy in this match. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm cheering for Bray Wyatt because Randy Orton doesn't really need another title run. If he wins, he's just going to do the job to lose it later to somebody else. Um, I I don't know. I'm not excited for that match. That's probably bad to say. So I really like Bray Wyatt and I really like SmackDown Live. I just can't really buy into this Orton because he's been a corporate puppet, and I just don't see him as six sadistic Orton anymore.
Yeah, I think that you posed an interesting question actually, because it just made me think. It really says about the future of what the WWE thinks. It's like, because if Bray Wyatt wins, then the WWE's looking toward the future, and they think he's a guy who could be a face of a brand or a face of a company. But if Randy Orton wins, it kind of says what they think about Bray Wyatt, that he can't be the face of the company, that he can't be a face of a brand. So it's either the future or it's going back to the past. It's the devil you know or the devil you think you know.
It's a good way to put it. It's a good way to put it. So final match here that we have is Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar.
That was funny.
How the hell did we get? How did Goldberg get here, man?
Are you asking that question?
I'm just posing it to anyone. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think, because he set it up at Survivor Series, but like he just walks. I mean, he just walks out of. I just don't get it, man.
It all started on ESPN. I blame SportsCenter and the coach for this.
Wow.
He was on ESPN. They asked him if he missed wrestling. He said yes. No, they just said if you could have another match, who would it be? He said Brock Lesnar. That then was like a light bulb in Vince McMahon's head. He was like, bing! He was like, I am going to turn this into money. And at first, I think it was just a test run. It was like, hey, you come back for Survivor Series. Y'all have one match. That's it. He comes back. The crowd, for whatever reason, like, loves it. And then he's like, bing, bing, more money. He's like, all right. So you're going to beat Brock Lesnar in 1 minute and 30 seconds. And then your feud's going to continue. I'm going to sign you to like however many more appearances it takes. I'll give you a universal title run. Forget everything else we've been doing. Like, we don't care. We're going to milk this thing. Now,
we're also going to put you into a video game and make you a special character if you buy the video game as pre-order.
And everyone that pre-orders, every video game has come out from WWE in the last few years. Every surprise secret character has had a run in WWE to go along with their video game insertion, which is interesting. But this run just doesn't feel right. I know people like it. I don't get it. I like Goldberg in '97. You guys didn't. I don't like him now because now he talks and he botches stuff. And he's just not. And he doesn't even wear the cool black trunks with the black. He wears like black and white. He wants to be a superhero. Like, we're here because he somehow became the number one contender for the Universal Championship without that. He didn't even win the Royal Rumble. He was just the number one contender. Like, what? Come on. Makes no sense. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's how we're here. And they were gonna have a match at WrestleMania anyway, and he so happened to beat Kevin Owens. And Vince McMahon, this is his brainchild. That I already know. I read that. He was like all about this idea. So now this is the match we get. And for the legacy of Brock Lesnar, I'm excited. I hope he kicks the crap out of Goldberg. I'm pulling for Brock Lesnar in this match 120%. I can't stand to see him take another spear where he like forgets that he's Brock Lesnar. What?
He's had 9 months to figure out a defense for the spear, and he still has not been able to come up with it.
It's been 9 months.
I don't know. I'm just mad to toss out
Oh.
like November 3. It's been like 7 months. He still
Oh
hasn't
my-
come a counter move to the spear. It's very sad.
I
Just
can't
follow
just
the Bret Hart
sidestep it.
formula. Put like a trash can lid in your shirt. Wear a shirt to the ring.
It's very sad.
Wear a poncho to the ring and keep a trash can lid underneath your poncho. There.
If he wears his full like Jimmy John's t-shirt and sweats to the ring, then he's gonna have like a metal plate under his shirt. I'm
Oh
telling
man,
you
if
right
he did
now.
that at WrestleMania, that'd be crazy if he called that right now.
So one thing I want to point out here, or bring up in this conversation about Bill Goldberg is he did an interview with, and I just recently read this on CageSideSeats.com,
Oh,
and
gosh.
he did an interview with Edge and Christian, awesome podcast, or whatever they call their podcast.
That's what it's called.
Oh, okay. And I figured it was something like that.
Podcast of Awesomeness, I think.
There we go.
Sounds about right.
And they asked him, like, Bill, how is your run going? How do you feel? And Bill said, I'm miserable.
Really?
Yeah, he said, I'm miserable, man. This sucks. Like, I wake up, I eat, I train, I eat, and I go to sleep. That's it.
And I poop.
And I
a lot.
poop like 20 times a day. He's like, my body, dude. He's like, I'm 50 years old, dude, and I'm like injected into this. And people want to see what I looked like back then. That's what they want to see now. So I basically threw cardio out the window because I'd rather have the physique than being able to run around a ring for 20 minutes. And it's like, dude, that clearly shows that and he was saying too when he first appeared that he would wear jackets and stuff because he wasn't physically, the way he wanted to be. So he's been spending all this training time, but he's saying that he's miserable in the trainings because, well, he's trying to get back to the same body shape he was, and he said he's like roughly around the same weight. So being the same weight as you were 12 years ago in like peak physical condition, to being almost 50 years old, to trying to be in the same, at least physically fit condition. So he was basically saying, like, I'm miserable. This sucks.
He's not. I get it. I mean, but he's not even wrestling. He wrestled 3 times already.
Dude,
Like,
he's wrestled for less than a minute, dude, or
He
less
hasn't
than 2
wrestled for
minutes.
3 minutes throughout the. I think the longest match he had was the Royal Rumble, and I don't even think
that's not even a match though. He could stand around in a corner for like
Forever, dude. Yeah. Oh, so it's, I don't know, dude. That match, if it ends the night, then that's just the match where it's, I'm just going to say it. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the last match and people were just walking out. Like, I got to get out of this parking lot.
They're not gonna. That's not gonna happen. People are invested in this match for whatever. I don't know if there's like sound overs in this crowd, but when Bill Goldberg comes to the ring, or when he's not in the ring and Lesnar's in the ring, you hear these Goldberg chants, and I'm like, is there like a speaker system in there? That's why I asked you that. Like when you went to the live show.
No,
You
it's
said
true, man. People went nuts.
really like Goldberg, and he really doesn't. He wants to be the superhero. He said he wants to do it for the kids, but you're miserable. Are you miserable because it's a lot of work, or are you miserable because you don't really care about the fans and you just did it to get a paycheck? That's what I want to know.
That's a good question. Yeah, sounds like a good interview.
At least Lesnar admits, I'm here for the money, but he's going to kick some ass in the process, and he's going to last for like, I don't know how long a match goes, but he can give you 15 to 20 minutes if you need him to. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
are we going to see, this just popped into my head, are we going to see a repeat of Lesnar versus Cena, SummerSlam, whatever year, 15 suplexes? Are we going to see Bill Goldberg?
Goldberg cannot handle that, man. He want a death in the ring, dude. Give Goldberg 15 Brock Lesnar suplexes, man. What are you doing, man?
Yes, let's do it.
That's cruel and unusual punishment.
He just shatters
should
like a
have a
million
segment.
Lego pieces. Just boom.
I mean, but Hulk Hogan wrestled when he was like 57. So did Ric Flair.
But they never stopped though. The thing is, Goldberg took like a 15-year break, man. I mean,
12
at least,
or 13.
yeah. Ric Flair and Hogan, they were older than Goldberg, but they never stopped, so they kept in like wrestling shape. I mean, still.
And
but, yeah.
they wrestled matches that were average long rest, 15, however many minutes, 15 minutes or so. Goldberg's matches, I feel like in his younger run, he wrestled for more than 2 minutes, like along through that streak. Like there were some
Yeah.
5 to 7 minutes, and then when he wrestled Regal, and Regal like took him through the ringer, that was a long match. Um, but yeah, now you're telling me you wrestle for a minute and 30, and you're miserable? Like you go through that much punishment to wrestle for a minute and 30? Like you shouldn't be wrestling.
He's not
Oh,
even taking
God.
any moves either, man. He's just giving the moves.
He
He's
got
not
pushed
taking any
into the
bumps.
turnbuckle. He took a turnbuckle bump. That was it. He got
Yeah.
shoved.
And he was sweating profusely after that.
It was, yeah.
Oh, he also took an F5 and he looked at the belt and he like had this look on his face of, oh my God, I just smelt the sweat of death.
Yeah, he did take
That's
that.
great. Well, you gotta get me hyped for the match just to see how Goldberg body reacts.
Oh my God. All right, well, we still got to do some Theron soapbox, and then we still got to give our predictions. So I'm just gonna do another quick little commercial here, and then we'll jump back in here. Clear my throat here. Hey, everybody! Thanks for listening to the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Show. Thanks for hanging out with us. This is the WrestleMania Extravaganza. We're getting ready for the Ultimate Thrill Ride, WrestleMania 33. And hey, check it out. You can check us out on Facebook. You can check us out on Twitter. You can check us out on YouTube. And you can subscribe to the podcast via iTunes. And you can also check us out on Podbean, where we do our hosting. So check us out. Easiest way to find us is type in Bros Before the number 4 Elbows. Bam, baby. We'll pop right up. Give that baby a click. Give that baby a like. Snuggle with that baby. And listen to the podcast as we get crazy for WrestleMania 33. So thanks for listening to the show. And of course, we'll get back here for Theron's Soapbox. Ooh, baby, it's time for Theron's Soapbox. Theron's Soapbox. Ooh, yeah.
Hey, yo. So today on the soapbox, we're going to look at the culmination of WrestleMania. You know, in this last week, I've been going back through the archives of the network, looking at some WrestleManias past, like WrestleMania 9 through 11. That's about where I'm at. I'm at 11, which featured LT versus Bam Bam Bigelow as the main event. Fast forward to today, and the main event is Bill Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. What's wrong with this picture? Those two matches are about the same. That's what's wrong with this picture. In the history of the WWE, when I look back to wrestling, I was probably like in my 8, 9, 10-year-old age, maybe 11-ish, watching these. I didn't even get to watch those because we couldn't afford pay-per-view back then. Sorry, Mom. Didn't get to watch any of those. Got to watch like the WWE superstars and the Raws after, where you got to see like the still shots of the picture of like what happened. And I remember being like, dang, WrestleMania 9 was crazy. All the good guys lost, right? Nowadays, there's no such thing as good or bad. It's either we like you or we don't like you. So the question I ask myself is, do I prefer the WrestleManias of old, or do I like the WrestleManias now? And my good esteemed colleague Anthony pointed out that back then, I didn't have a care in the world. So I was probably invested in characters like Doink the Clown as a heel who plays a mind trick on Crush. And I remember that story. Or Lex Luger, the All-American Lex Express versus Yokozuna, where he gets screwed by Mr. Perfect. And then Bret Hart comes out, and I think he ended up winning that match. I don't remember. I was definitely not interested in LT versus Bam Bam Bigelow. I do remember that much. And then I compare that to now, where I'm highly vested in these stories. And then I get a match like Goldberg versus Lesnar. And I'm just like, ugh. You know? So wrestling through the years has definitely changed. It was a different era. Everything was like quirky character, cartoon, superhero, you know, Quebecers, the Mounties, the Doinks, the Repo Men, the Jake the Snake Roberts. And then I look at the legacy, this is the last thing I'll touch on, of The Undertaker. Do you guys know that in his beginning of his streak, he wrestled some pretty nameless people. First, Jake the Snake. He was dope. Like Jake the Snake. This was heel Jake. His second match, WrestleMania 9, was against the Giant Gonzalez. Undertaker didn't even get a pinfall victory. He won by DQ. And then WrestleMania 10, he wrestles King Kong Bundy of what would be the $1 Million Corporation. Do you guys know that the corporations of today in WWE may have been birthed by the $1 Million Corporation, which featured $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase? And now today you have the corporation of like Triple H and Stephanie McMahon and all that jazz. So all in all, these are just food for thought. Wrestling now versus wrestling then. I definitely side with wrestling now in this reality era. I think it's way cooler. And I'm excited for this Sunday because I don't think you would get a 7-hour pay-per-view 20 years ago. You would get LT versus Bam Bam Bigelow. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I got for my soapbox.
Dang, dude.
Oh man, dusting off the soapbox, man. That is a soapbox with a WrestleMania bumper sticker on it right now, man. That's you earned that one. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh my gosh, that was good, dude. You're right. Yeah, there's some pretty nameless fools. Giant
really
Gonzalez
is.
with his naked bodysuit.
I forgot. I was like, what? I thought he won. And then it's like, okay, so the streak that everyone's fearful of and most people probably don't even know about his first few matches or they forgot. It's, you know? I mean, he went undefeated, but he didn't have cool matches, I think, until like later on. Like, I haven't even gotten to a cool match that it's like, now The Undertaker versus King Kong Bundy. I'm like, King Kong Bundy? What the what? Really? These are matches that were in that streak. Like, these are real life things that happened.
So are you saying that the streak was built on sand?
I'm saying the streak was absolutely built on sand. Yes. Yes, it was. You know, it got cooler as the years
Sands of
went
Las
on.
Vegas.
Yeah, like, you know, the Batista matches or I don't know, other people, the Triple H's, like those matches were cool. But King Kong Bundy, the Giant Gonzalez, and player roster, it's like roster player number 99 was his first match or something. So sad.
Aki Man.
Aki Man, the
Yeah.
Claw,
Who's
the
Aki?
Unknown.
Who's Aki Man?
Do you remember Aki
It's from
Man,
the-
dude?
Yeah, come on, man. He's from WCW versus NWO Revenge on N64.
How do you spell that?
Oh, it was AKAI.
Yeah, AKI man.
Aki Man.
Yeah,
In
dude. Then there was like
WWE?
Bukowski, and then there was like we made all these other fools, but Aki Man was one of them, dude.
Oh, wow.
He was like a
There
total
he is.
jobber, dude. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, he made it to like more wrestling games though. Like,
Did he?
that's right. Yeah,
I think he wrestles as Suicide now for TNA.
yeah, that's basically him. That's
I
definitely
saw him
Suicide.
on Lucha Underground in one episode.
You're also probably right.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
All right, let's get into our picks. We could blast through this. So we talked about how we got to where we got to. So now let's just go down the line here and let's think. So number 1, the women's SmackDown women's match: Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch. Ooh, excuse me, it came out of nowhere, dude. Burp out of nowhere. Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Natalya, Mickey James, Carmella. Anything's possible on the WrestleMania Extravaganza Ultimate Thrill Ride. Taking this roller coaster to the top of Burp Land. Carmella and Naomi. Who do you think? I'm going with Becky Lynch because I will always side with Becky Lynch.
You picked her like every pick prediction you ever had. You picked Becky Lynch.
Oh, Tommy, who you picking?
We'll go with Naomi, man. I just think it's her hometown. It's got the injury redemption storyline, so I'm going with Naomi. Feel the glow.
Yeah, the fans are behind Naomi. It would make sense to pick Naomi. It's in her hometown. WWE is predictable. And so I'll pick Carmella.
Oh, all right.
What?
Yeah, why not, dude?
Makes no sense at all.
Give it the swerve.
Yeah, the swerve. No one sees that coming. No one sees Carmella winning this match. No one cares about her storyline with James Ellsworth. Well, they care about her. They don't care about him.
Oh my gosh, that would elevate Ellsworth to like unprecedented heights, dude.
Yeah, everyone's saying that
have WrestleMania moment.
that Carmella's riding his coattails, but clearly he's riding hers. Like,
I don't know, dude. Ellsworth is pretty popular, dude.
is he still popular?
Everybody loves Ellsworth, dude.
I thought he was a bygone era.
No, dude. Oh, Ellsworth is the jam.
He doesn't even wrestle anymore.
He doesn't need to, dude.
Is
He's
he
the
becoming
greatest. He's the greatest there is, the greatest there was, the greatest there ever will be, dude.
Is that his slogan?
No,
now?
I don't know, but it could be.
Spending on the legacy of Bret Hart.
Oh my
Go
god!
ahead.
All right, next match. Wait, no, Tommy. No, Tommy picked Naomi. Neville versus Austin Aries. What do we got? Who do we got? What's going on?
I would definitely say that the greatest man that ever lived will get his first WrestleMania moment, and that Austin Aries will be your new Cruiserweight champion after this Sunday.
Yeah, I'm going for Neville, man. I think he's got a bigger, brighter future in this division. Even though Austin Aries is a new kid on the block, he's like 50 years old, dude. He's like 40. He's really old. So
He's only 37.
More. Is he really? He looks old, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I mean, he's 37. That is old.
We're in our 30s too.
Yeah, you're right.
So Tommy, you're saying Neville?
I say Neville, man. Yeah.
Okay, so Theron and I are going with the great one, the greatest man to ever be a great man.
You guys are TNA marks, that's why.
I don't like TNA anymore. I hate them. They suck. But I am a TNA mark a little bit.
Oh god! All right, number 3, 2017 Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Everybody knows my pick, dude. I'm going with Mojo Rawley.
That's right. You did say you wanted Mojo Rawley to win this, which is why he won't. You gotta go with Braun Strowman. Like, there's no other reason for him to be in this match except for to win this match. He can't. There's no reason for him to lose. Like, what would anyone else winning do for anyone else besides Mojo Rawley? It wouldn't do anything for him either.
Yeah, Wood would elevate him to new heights, bro. He'd be freaking super hyped.
I love how you say bro now.
Listen, bro, you ain't hyped. You ain't hyped, bro. Get out of here.
Have you guys seen the movie Sausage Party?
No, I have not.
Oh, it's hilarious. There's a douchebag in it.
Is Mojo Rawley in it?
No, there's an actual douche in it. And he's a douchebag, and he takes steroids, and he says bro a lot. Kind of funny. That's Mojo Rawley. But,
Wow.
Nah, no knocks on Mojo. If he wins, that'd be cool, but I just think Braun Strowman's going to win. You know, you win the Battle Royal, I don't know.
You get a trophy. Yeah, I'll take Braun Strowman to take home the trophy, man. I mean, it's the least they could do for him. It seems like Raw's been building up big, and that's stuck him in the Battle Royal for his efforts. So it's got to be Braun Strowman.
All right. Number 4, Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin.
Tommy?
Yeah, I'll go Baron Corbin in this one. I mean, he actually won the Andre Memorial Battle Royal last year. He was the surprise NXT entrant, and he carries that momentum over to this WrestleMania, and he's going to beat Dean Ambrose, which is kind of a shocking fall for Dean Ambrose, but it's a rising storm for Baron Corbin.
Okay. Theron, what do you got?
I got the Lone Wolf. Baron
right.
Corbin getting his first singles title. And yeah, it is. Yeah, Dean Ambrose was just the WWE champion like 8 months ago. Now he's just a mid-carder in SmackDown. Now he's going to lose that mid-card title. So,
Bartender, 3 Corbins, please. All right.
yeah.
All right, so now we've got Luke Gallows.
Wait, what was your prediction?
Oh, Corbin.
Oh, okay.
He's told the bartender.
Oh, it's a clean sweep.
Clean sweep.
Wow.
Now we're going into Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Enzo Amore, Big Cass, Cesaro, and Sheamus. I'm going with the club.
Okay.
I'm
Clean
also
win?
going with the club, man.
Are these wins
Are you
clean?
going with the club? It's a ladder match, so I mean, there's not really any rules. So someone could come out and interfere on their behalf, but I don't think they'll need it. But I think they'll win clean. Yeah.
I'm going with Enzo and Big Cass.
Man, you would.
Not because I
Oh,
want them to,
gosh.
but because they're over, and that's why.
All right,
They haven't
shameless
won
pick.
a tag title yet, so whatever.
Pisses me off.
I'm sorry.
Bailey, Charlotte, Sasha Banks, and Nia Jax. I'm not like most girls.
I don't understand that song. Her song's weird. It doesn't fit her personality.
She's
too big
not
for it.
like most girls.
Yeah, but her song should be more. I don't know. Should be scarier.
Should be scarier. Okay, but I'm not going for her. Theron, who are you going for?
Bailey.
Okay.
Yep. You thought I was gonna say Charlotte Flair, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, I probably
did
should have.
actually, yeah.
Yeah, I probably would have. I love her, but I'm not going with her.
Tommy, who do you think?
Wait, Ant, you make the pick first, and I'll.
Becky Lynch.
What? Everybody needs a hug.
No, I'm going with Bailey.
Yeah.
You're going with Bailey. 2 Baileys?
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
You know, I'll go Sasha Banks with the heel turn, man. I think she should have won last year. She had that Snoop Dogg entrance, and I feel like her time was last year, but you're too late. I'll go Sasha Banks.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Charlotte Flair's gonna get screwed by like Dana Brooke, and that's gonna start their feud.
There you go.
Yeah, they're gonna have to have a feud. Yep.
Okay. Next we have Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens.
Who's picking first?
Owens, dude, straight up. Owens.
Yeah.
Owens.
Yeah, I think it's a win Owens win. I think, pass the torch to the new Canadian WWE superstar.
Yeah, you don't get a shirt made that says KO Mania 2 on it with the WrestleMania 2 symbol and not win.
I want that shirt.
I want that
sick
shirt also.
dude.
That shirt is dope. I need to find it. KO wins. The Festival of Friendship is over. Jericho goes and plays a Fozzy tour or something after that. So
Everyone goes home happy.
everyone does go home happy.
All right, John Cena, Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice. Mixed tag match.
Super squash match, yeah. John Cena and Nikki Bella reign supreme, and then after the match, John Cena proposes Nikki Bella.
Okay. No.
Double prediction, come on.
I'm not saying they won't win, but I don't think it's going to be a squash match. The Miz is a talented wrestler. They're
He's
going to
just
have
got that face that wants to be squashed at WrestleMania.
I don't think. No, they're going to have like a decent. How long do you think how much match time do you think they'll get? 5 minutes?
If you give me 5 minutes, I'll take the under. I'll take it.
I'll give you 5 minutes.
5 good minutes.
I don't think the Miz and Maurice are going to win, but I don't think they're going to get squashed. I mean, Maurice was a Divas champion for a long time, and I can't do her accent, so I'm not going to try. And the Miz is the Miz, and he needs more respect. Damn good wrestler. He came from MTV. But yeah, if John Cena is going to propose, then I guess they can win and whatever.
So, Theron, your pick is Cena?
Yeah, I'm sure they'll win. I'm telling their stupid Total Bella story or whatever.
I'm going with The Miz. Miz and Maurice.
Good job. Somebody
You're
back
crazy,
them up.
man.
I have to, just to shake it up. Shane
Well,
McMahon.
Look at it this way. I mean, Miz and Maurice are going to be on TV. John Cena and Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella might retire, and John Cena or might step away. And John Cena he's got other stuff going on. So, yeah,
Be a
Why do
huge
they-
upset. It's the biggest upset since Mojo Rawley won the Battle Royal, according to Ant.
You're damn right.
No way, man. Mojo's gonna win. Miz is gonna win. It's gonna be sick. All right, AJ
But then we
Styles
have to
versus
listen to
Shane
The
O'Mac.
Miz.
Oh, what?
We'd have to listen to the Miz gloat about how he won at WrestleMania like forever. So anyway, AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon.
What
AJ
do you
Styles.
think?
I think the Miz wins this match.
How does the Miz win this match?
I don't know. He wins it. Double skull crushing finale, but man, I think it's kind of interesting. The thought about this match is whoever loses this match goes 0-2 at WrestleManias because AJ Styles lost to Chris Jericho last year, and Undertaker beat Shane McMahon. So whoever wins this match is going to take a big blow on their win-loss record.
So you pick AJ Styles?
Yeah, I think it's AJ Styles there. Basically, yeah, I think you can't afford to go 0-2 at WrestleMania. I mean, if it's the guy you're gonna build a company around.
Okay, that's fair. AJ, yeah, my pick is AJ.
And the clean sweep happens again.
All right, bartender, 3 AJs.
Yeah,
Round
I
AJs
mean,
here, mate.
Why does Shane McMahon need to win this match? Like, there's no.
Because he's a big man and he gets a win. I don't know.
That's true. If he thinks like his brother-in-law, you're probably right. But go ahead.
Undertaker, Roman Reigns.
Hey, the guy.
The guy.
Yeah, not your spot or my
Oh.
spot or your dog spot. But my
Ah.
spot. So that the Roman Reigns is
The
gonna
big
win.
dog.
Yeah, man.
the big dog.
You know, I also beat the under. I won. How many Royal Rumbles has he won? Did he win 2 Royal Rumbles?
Who?
No, I don't think he only won one. Yeah.
Okay, he won 1. He set the record for most eliminations in 1. He also beat the Undertaker. So yeah,
He won the main event at last year's WrestleMania.
yeah. You know, just keep adding to the resume. You know, beating the old decrepit Undertaker whose legacy is tarnished by his sandbagging building of his streak.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, Mark Calloway. I'm just coming for you.
I've got my pick on Undertaker.
Why?
Because, dude,
crazy.
I can't see
Why?
this. I can't see the streak being broken again, dude.
There is no streak.
He's got to rebuild it, bro. It's gotta rebuild it.
There is a streak. It's Bray Wyatt and Shane McMahon, the two win streak.
So we're back. So we're at 2-0 then. We're not going 23-1.
He's on his march to 24. He gets so he could beat his old record.
Okay, that's fine. He'd be like
But
100.
I got Roman Reigns. I got Roman Reigns too, man. I really want to see Undertaker get his ass kicked.
Oh,
It's
God.
sad. There's something wrong with me. I want to see an old man get beat up.
It would be like that time the Ultimate Warrior beat the crap out of the Macho Man and made him retire. That match.
That was sad.
that
Man.
match was
That was messed
brutal
up.
to
Man. He gave him,
watch.
I
he gave him
I
like
haven't
8
seen
shoulder
that.
blocks. Yeah.
Really?
WrestleMania.
Yeah,
go
go
to
back and
go
watch
to the
that.
network.
Wait,
WrestleMania 7.
WrestleMania 7?
It was
Yep.
It was the career-ending match. I think that's what they
Yeah,
called it.
It was career versus career. The winner had to retire. Macho Man versus Ultimate Warrior.
And the Ultimate Warrior kicked the crap. I mean, he all them shoulder blocks. It was so bad.
Couple Gorilla Press slams.
Oh my
man,
God.
It was wicked, man.
But wait a second.
it was-
Didn't Macho Man later show up in NWO?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't stay retired. He was like
He
on
came back into
commentary for
WWF like a year
WWE.
later.
Yeah,
that
and then he
that
wrestled
next
again
night on
at
Raw.
WrestleMania 10.
They didn't even have Raw back then, did they? Or no, did they?
Not during WrestleMania 7, they didn't. No.
No, he actually won the title from Ric Flair at WrestleMania 8, so it didn't even make a whole year for stipulation.
He did win the title at WrestleMania 8.
Back
He
then,
pulled Ric Flair's
WWF
trunks.
didn't follow their stipulation. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I gotta see
It was
that match
'cause Ric
though.
Flair
We'll
was going
post that.
back to WCW. What?
Oh, I
Yeah,
said I'm gonna
yeah.
post that. That everybody else can watch it too.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, post that one now.
All right, let's keep trucking here. We got Seth Rollins versus Triple H in a non-sanctioned, whatever that means, match. I really want Rollins to win, but I don't think he is. But I'm still gonna root for him.
I think he wins. In a match with no referee.
Yeah, because what does Triple H have to gain in winning this match, man? I mean, besides being a
Nothing.
McMahon and getting a W,
He's just gonna go back to
burying
corporate
people.
Triple H. He might really be having a hard time being corporate Triple H, but that's what he's being. So there's really no need for him to win this unless he's gonna have more of a TV role. He's gonna establish a new stable with like Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens and Finn Balor. But there's no need for him to win. He can lose and still establish a stable. In fact, it'd be a revenge stable. So
Okay.
I think Seth Rollins will win.
A
Tommy,
stud stable, if you will.
Ooh.
Yeah, they could call it the stud stable. No one will remember that. Seth Rollins is. Did you pick Seth Rollins, Tommy, or you think Triple H could win?
Yeah, I pick Seth Rollins too, man. I think it's a good comeback story if he's able to conquer his demons like that.
Especially
his
with
biggest demon being Triple H.
With one leg.
All right. So Rollins all around. Wyatt versus Orton. Another full sweep. All right, what do you guys think? Orton versus Wyatt. My money's on Wyatt, dude. I'm with Tommy. I want to see the future. I don't want to go back in the past. I don't want Sheamus versus Orton again.
I could see SmackDown trading AJ Styles to Raw for Sheamus.
Oh my god, dude.
That'd be the worst trade ever. But they might trade AJ Styles to Raw. I heard.
That's
they might
stupid.
Be thinking about that.
That sucks, man. Yeah.
It only sucks if he. Yeah, it does suck. Yeah, that would really hurt SmackDown Live a lot. Because it's like, what do we get in return? Like, do they get dibs on Shinsuke Nakamura when he comes up, or what?
Oh.
Oh.
They better, dude. If they trade AJ, they better take Rude, Eric Young, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Asuka.
I think they're trading
a 4-for-1 trade.
I think the trade would be AJ Styles for Roman Reigns.
I don't want to see Reigns on SmackDown.
I think they want to put him on SmackDown to have him take the place of John Cena. That's what I read.
Stupid.
Well,
that's stupid.
That'd be great. That'd be wild, man. Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, they're supposed to say they're gonna have a draft in like May, I think. So
okay,
or April, or May. Yeah, so
things are gonna get a little shaky.
Oh, hey Theron, who'd you pick? Orton?
Definitely not Orton. I definitely want to see Bray Wyatt win. I don't want to see Orton with another. He's been the WWE champion for 3 out of the last 4 WrestleManias. So I don't think he needs to be the champion anymore. You've won it enough, man. Let the new guys have some shine, even if they play video games in the back. Like, who cares?
Okay.
Yeah,
and
I got Wyatt too. Yeah.
Later.
All right.
Way cooler.
Everyone's got Wyatt. Everyone's pulling for the widow of Abigail.
Yeah.
On to the main event. Possibly the main event. Maybe the closer. We don't know. Lesnar versus Goldberg. Of course, I got my money on Lesnar, dude.
After these rants you've given.
Yeah. Who's gonna? Is anybody picking Goldberg? Because you're fired from this show.
No,
I can't, man. But is WWE crazy enough to have Goldberg win?
Oh my god!
Close the show of WrestleMania.
Pissed me off so much.
Goldberg reigning supreme.
You're gonna go out of the biggest show of the year with Goldberg as your champion.
I think everybody would rush the ring.
I would hope so.
And just start climbing the scaffolding and tear down the ring and.
You cannot continue to tarnish. Okay, so Brock Lesnar comes back to WWE in 2012 or whenever, loses that first match to John Cena. It was like an ambulance match. He kicked the crap out of John Cena, but he lost. Then he doesn't lose another match until The Undertaker kicked him in the nuts and cheated to win that match, which was at SummerSlam or something. It was like Hell in a Cell. Every other match he has won. Along comes old, miserable Bill Goldberg. And you're going to tell me that because Goldberg beat him twice and eliminated from the Rumble, Brock Lesnar is going to agree to lose to him a third time? I don't think so. There's no way Brock Lesnar is going into WrestleMania to do a job to a man that doesn't even want to be there. I think Lesnar wants to be there more than Goldberg. I think Lesnar needs to win this match so that he can go back to the ass-kicking machine that he is and be the reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion going into the rest of 2017, and then everyone else can chase Lesnar. We saw how this story went last time, and it was way cooler than Goldberg versus Lesnar for a fourth time, or someone else versus Goldberg. Like, he has to win. For the sake of Raw, he has to win. Like, there's no other way.
Dude,
There's no.
If Goldberg wins for whatever random chance that he does, Lesnar needs to change his gimmick. He needs to be reincarnated as the Blue Meanie. And he needs to freaking reincarnate the Job Squad. And he needs to recruit Ellsworth. And he needs to recruit Jinder Mahal. That's what's going to happen. Bill Goldberg wins. Lesnar just falls off the deep end and gives up. He just gives up. He lets go. He lets go of his life.
But the thing is, throughout this whole losing the Goldberg, he's still acting like he hasn't lost yet. And I think that's because he knows in the back of his head that when it's time to fight for the title, he's not going to lose.
Okay.
He's been walking around with this smirk like, you're getting beat up, but there's a way they're going to figure it out. I don't know how they're going to present it. I don't know how they're going to get to it, but Lesnar is going to beat the crap out of Goldberg. It could be in a minute. It could be in 10. Probably won't be, though. So, Tommy, what do you think?
Yeah, another clean sweep.
All right. Well, let's answer this question of the day, and then we'll wrap up our show. Our extravaganza, of course, always runs a little bit later. So thanks for staying tuned. Of course, give us comments on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. We definitely like to read those. But here's our question of the day. In an ideal scenario, which match or what match is the real main event / show closer at WrestleMania 33? Is it Wyatt Orton, Rollins Triple H, Shane AJ, Taker Reigns, or other? Theron, what do you think?
You're going to let me go first. You probably won't like my pick, but I only made this decision today as I watched Hulu and I watched SmackDown Live. And I watched 4 people in the ring that I didn't care about 3 weeks ago take a story that I really didn't care about and make me interested. If only because John Cena used a word that he can't say on SmackDown. I think the match of the night, not of the night, but the main event is that mixed tag match.
Oh, man.
Why?
Oh, my God.
Because of total Bella BS, followed by John Cena. And I don't think Vince McMahon wrote this promo. John Cena just came out and fuego flamed that which is The Miz and Maurice. He flamed both of them. You know, everything he said was on point. And I got the most excited all week for that match alone. I haven't gotten excited for any other match but that match. I was excited for Triple H versus Seth Rollins last week. This week, I was excited. But this match, I was like, dang, this is like really good. So I think that's match of the night. Unless there's a surprise match in which Samoa Joe, because he's not booked on this card, comes out to interfere in the Triple H Seth Rollins match, and then Finn Balor comes out, and it turns into this big blowout feud. That's my opinion.
Okay, so Vince McMahon hands you the book and says, "Write the ending of WrestleMania," and you want to end it with John Cena, Nikki Bella, first Miz Maurice.
It's the perfect fairy tale. Just like that time the Macho Man Randy Savage proposed to Elizabeth.
Okay, going back to WrestleMania 7.
Oh my
Or
God.
you can get Samoa Joe involved, and then Finn Balor comes back. That'd be cool too.
Oh, so Finn Balor and Samoa Joe come down and beat up John Cena and The Miz?
No. Samoa Joe interferes in the Triple H match, and then Finn Balor. Then the lights go out, and then Finn Balor comes out. You think he's gonna? That could go either way. Either way that goes, that'd be cool.
So you got a soft spot for Rollins versus Triple H as your WrestleMania main event.
I guess so. Even though it's not a title match, but yes, I do.
Anthony, do you see like a underrated a real main event for WrestleMania that could headline the show? It could be
I
on the
would
front of the poster.
Tag match between.
No, sorry,
I would love to see Wyatt Orton close the night out.
It's not going.
that'd
to.
be interesting.
I would just love because he's the main dude. I don't want to see Lesnar Goldberg. I don't want to see that close the night. I just don't. I think
Yeah.
that's stupid. I think the Universal title is second rate to the WWE Championship, right?
Especially right now.
It's the WWE Championship, right? It's not the WWE SmackDown Championship. It is the WWE Championship, right? That is it. So that should be the closing thing. Plus, if you're trying to stick to any type of tradition, dude, Orton won the Rumble. He's main eventing WrestleMania, right? Like, come on, stick to your own. I get it, right? Macho Man loses, gets his ass kicked, says he's going to retire and doesn't. Cool, whatever. WWE is going to break their own rules. But I think in keeping tradition for that, that's a tradition worth keeping. And plus, I think Wyatt deserves it too. I think he deserves to close out the night and to give the people what they want. It's going to be tough because the crowd's going to be tired. They're going to be there for a long time. So, you know, but I would ideally like to see that close the night out.
You'd be totally upset if it opened tonight, right?
I'd be freaking pissed, dude. I would. Everybody go home.
Suck.
No,
Yeah,
no
if it
more
was the first
WrestleMania
match
party.
of
Go home. Get out of my house.
He's kicking everyone out of Masano Mania.
Yeah, dude.
That's funny, man. The reason I asked this question, man, because I was just reviewing like all the YouTube videos WWE posted from SmackDown and Raw this week, and I was just trying to find a main event, man, because usually for WrestleMania you can pinpoint and say, hey, like Rock versus John Cena, that's definitely the main event, or Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar was definitely the main event, or Daniel Bryan and his storyline was definitely the main focus. But this is, I don't know if it's because of the brands or because of just the way they build everything, but it's kind of scattered. There could be like 5 potential main events, and I just don't know which one is like the number one draft pick, the A+ one. So I would say Chris kept the title on Owens because that feud's been doing so good. So maybe they could have snuck that in there as the ending match if it was for the Universal title still, or title versus title. But other than that, yeah, maybe Undertaker versus Reigns, because this Undertaker hasn't closed WrestleMania out for like 5 or 6 years, and some of those matches between him and Triple H or him and CM Punk kind of stole the show. So maybe keep it there, but I don't know. I'm still kind of puzzled of like what should close the show for WrestleMania this year, which is kind of weird because we're only a couple days away, and I still don't know like what's the best way for WWE to go about it.
I don't even think they know.
That's scary, man.
I know a couple weeks ago they didn't know. They were saying Goldberg and Lesnar, but now they don't know. Wyatt versus Orton would be a good close. That would harp on tradition. That would definitely put SmackDown over. SmackDown's already over. They're just, I don't know. I don't know what happened to Raw. I don't know how they lost their luster, but they did. So.
Yeah, I would love to see them think outside the box a little and not go. I think the easy answer is Goldberg, Lesnar on last, but I'd like to see them, think outside the box and try something different.
I would love to see Lesnar Goldberg open the show.
That'd be I'd be okay with that, because if that match is only going to be like a minute to 5 minutes, like I don't want that to be the last match. 5 minutes, like really, or a minute 30.
That's why I think people would just get up and leave. They'd be like, "This match is not going to be long. I'm not going to miss anything."
No, you won't. I watched all of Raw on Monday, all of it from start to finish, because I was home, and there's other stuff I watch on Mondays, and I waited for that last segment in which Raw goes over normal TV time by 10 minutes. And I thought that Brock Lesnar and Bill Goldberg were going to fight. And Bill Goldberg speared Brock Lesnar, and that was the end of the fight. And I was so disappointed in that. I was like, what the?
Yeah. That's all he can do, man. It's people made fun of John Cena's 5 Moons of Doom, dude. It's still like 4 more than Bill Goldberg has.
It's still 4 more than Bill Goldberg.
Yep.
So sad.
Well, we're here.
We did it.
We made it. We made it another year. of WrestleMania.
We're back to WrestleMania. Is it going to be in the out? Is it the outdoor? It's the Orlando. That's like an outdoor stadium.
Yep.
That's dope.
Yeah, I think it's the Citrus Bowl. Yeah, so it should be cool.
Nice. It's gonna look.
Yeah, I like
sick.
outdoor WrestleManias.
Heck
Yeah, I like outdoor WrestleManias, so it's really cool.
I'm
The
definitely
set
looking
sounds
forward
awesome.
to yeah, I'm looking forward to the set. I'm looking forward to a lot of things. I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be long. It's gonna be the endurance race for sure. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. And we got our picks. Definitely a lot of content to be tweeting out between now and Sunday. So yeah, thanks for listening to the show. And be sure to share it with your friends. Tell your buddies. Subscribe. Give us a review. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And of course, have a great night.
Elbow drop your friends.
And vote for Aki.